Hey guys, what's going on? Jack Alexander here, coming at you with an obligatory ShineGreymon deck profile, but you already knew that clicking on it. So, yeah, everyone else is doing it. I'm kind of giving my twist to it. There's not too much flex room with the deck, it kind of builds itself, but I noticed some people are playing some things that I wouldn't play or just vice versa, so I figured I'd give my crack on it. My key thing to deck building is always consistency. So if you ever see a deck profile from me, you're going to know that it's going to be one of the most consistent builds, at least that I could build, or that I think that I can build. And so that's always going to be what I put into it. That's always been my philosophy with deck building, so that's what you'll get here. Start off with this. Got our eggs. For the draw Cora, I think it's the most consistent Cora. It gives you more draws. It doesn't come up too often because technically you're swinging with your Marcus is more with this deck. But, you know, it is nice to draw that extra card. Any extra draws you get helps with that. Most of you are going to know what these cards do. I'm not going to go too in-depth on them. After some testing, that's what I found is best. So we'll go 3 with the 3 with the Asagu here, the BT-12. This one, you're going to go ahead and get your search on, get your Marcus, get your Greymons. Other than that, not too much special about him. He's got his inheritables, but yeah, like I said, I'm not going to go too much into the explanations for most of these. Next, we got the BT-13 Agumon. We've got 4 of them as well. This one I will go into a little bit of explanation for. So this one will turn any of your Marcus's main phase into a Digimon. It doesn't have to be at start of main, so keep that in mind. It's this main phase period, and that makes this incredibly strong. Being able to turn like one of your BT-13 Marcuses into a Digimon, just main phase, there's lots of cool things you can do. So you can pay to turn it into a Marcus if you have like a BT-13 and a regular, pay to turn a 13 into a Marcus, pay for your 12, swing with your 12, potentially have a go to security with this on board, then use this to make your 13 one, play a ShineGreymon, get your 12 back. I mean, there's lots of things you can do, so yeah, I did feel like that deserves a little bit more of an explanation. For the last of the rookies here, we're on 12 rookies, 4 of the Agu X. This one I'll explain a little bit too. It is a red. We run a red memory boost in here. Spoilers. It's extra search, so that's essentially it. You do not digivolve in the back with this, though. Don't do that. That's bad. Don't be bad. That's bad. Don't be bad. We got 4 BT-12 GeoGrey. Second best GeoGrey because this is the best GeoGrey. For the BT-13 GeoGrey. Being able to play out of security is pretty broken. So also being able to put things back in security and then just play them out right away is pretty good. Lots of cool things you can do with that. And 3, we're running 11. 3 of the EX4. This could probably go to 1 being 1 less, but I like the numbers so far, so I'm not messing with it. So you got 11 champions there, level 4s. 3 of your best ultimate, ShineGreymon. Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. BT-13 ShineGreymon's pretty nuts. That's all I got to say about that. Is this card's insane. So, or 4 of them. Sorry, 4 of these guys. Yeah, it's insane. So yeah, this card's nutty. There's like no bad side to this card. Interesting tech. Not really a tech, but 3 of the BT-12 Rise. You can essentially go into this guy for 2, and that's why he's good. Other than that, he has the same recursion effect for Marcus as this guy, so that's good. He doesn't play a Marcus or anything like that, so just keep that in mind. He just has a recursion effect. So, but that's why I like 3 of them. And then I only run 1 of the Rise X, because late game this card's really good. Mid-late game this card's really good. Early game this card's pretty bad, and you don't want to see this card as your only ultimate. So, yeah, only 1 of him. Now for the Megas, and I apologize, I do have 1 proxied here. We've got 4 ShineGreymons. Man, what can I say? This card's pretty amazing. Hope you got your copies early when they were cheap, because it is expensive now. But, yeah, this card's pretty great, guys. That's your main Mega for the deck. And then 1 to round it off, 1 of the BT-13 Shines. It's just not as good, and this build's mainly focused on aggro, and this being a defensive card just really isn't as good. It's mainly there to be another level 6, but I mean, obviously you kind of want to just draw into him if you can. So, yeah. 3 burst modes. Burst mode for game, basically. I mean, this card's nutty. The combos you can do with it are absolutely insane. You can even pay to go into it to have it permanently, so you don't have to keep going it for free. I've had some, so you don't have to lose it at the end of the turn. I've had some games where that has come up. So, yeah, you don't actually have to pay to, you don't actually have to go into this for free. You can pay the 5 and potentially maybe even keep turn with it depending on where you're at. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, this card's really, really good. You could, as a tech, you could take out 1 burst mode and put in a ruin mode. I don't have one on me, I don't think, but yeah, let's pass aside. But yeah, you could put in a ruin mode. Personally, I feel like that takes away from the consistency and it makes red memory boost when I was live because you can't grab it. And I'd rather run red and run the Agu X's personally. But yeah, this card's, I mean, nutty. Best big boss Digimon, basically. It's the reason it doesn't stay around very long. All right, now we got the options. There's only 3. 2 red memory boosts. 1 Sunrise Buster. Sunrise Buster because, I mean, it's insane. I'd run more of it if I could, but, you know, we can only run the 1. A red memory boost, mainly for consistency. We run the Agu X's. It literally can't miss. This is going to hit every target in our deck unless we just somehow only hit like a more red memory boost or Marcus's or something like that. But this is going to be live with everything, so it's really hard to miss with that. Yeah. Next, we've got 4 BT-12 Marcus, and then 4 BT-13 Marcus. I don't see the point of running the other red Marcus. I don't even remember what set it's from off the top of my head right now. But I don't see the point of running that. It's just not as consistent. If you want me to do a breakdown video, I mean, I can, where I explain more stuff and go into combos and stuff like that. It's feel like it's been done to death. You're here for the deck profile, get in and out. So I'd give that for you. But yeah, that's the deck. I'm going to be doing more deck profiles coming out for BT-13. This is what I've got right now. I've been testing out, so it's the deck that interests me the most, so I've been doing that. But yeah, definitely, if you have the cards, try it out. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. You'll definitely see it being consistent. Cards I don't run, EX for Agumon, I think it's slow and not very good, and you can't do your broken plays like you can with this Agu here. And I'd rather just have more consistency and search with the Agu X, honestly. So that's why I run the Agu X. Plus you can, I mean, you can essentially like turn 1 or turn 2, if you're on second and you have 3 memory, you can just go into this, search top 4, add 2 potentially, then go into the Agu X immediately afterwards for 0, search top 3, add 1, and then you can go into a Greymon, play the Greymon, and then play a Marcus for free, and that's pretty good. So, especially with this card in the back, for instance, if you had one of these in the back, that's really strong. So yeah, that's my main thing. Like I said, I don't have a lot of explanations. The deck kind of plays itself, builds itself. Definitely try it out though. Keep in mind your DP minusing effects because a lot of people forget those. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, if you like the deck profile, give it a like. Comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, put them below. Like I said, because I'm not giving a lot of explanations on this, I understand. So if you do have any questions, comment below. I'll answer any questions, any comments that are put down there. Just keep in mind, if you have a long comment, it might take me longer to get back to you with a lot of detail. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. And see you in the next deck profile video, whatever I'm doing. All right, Jack Alexander signing out. Peace.